Hello and welcome to highlights from finals day at Henley Royal Regatta. After 383 heats and on a day of changing weather, it all came down to these final 26 races to decide who would carve their name in Henley history. To tell us more about what it means to be successful here is 19-time Henley champion Sir Steve Redgrave.
Finals day at Henley is so special. Every race is a final. What everyone's been training so hard for the last 12 months is to have that opportunity. We've got 4 junior events of 8s and quads, of boys and girls. The best from around the world are coming to compete in that. We have university events of men and women, club and intermediates, so the people that are aspiring to get to their national teams. And then our open events is a slightly down on quality this year because being an Olympic year, but that's where the intermediates try to step up and try and win one of those open class events. What everyone talks about, getting one of those little red boxes. The little red box is the box that the medal comes in, and it's very distinctive, and that's what people sort of dream about of the cold winter nights where they're maybe in the gym or out on the water, freezing cold, and Sunday is when it all comes to a close. Most people have lost that dream already, but excited to watch other people having that opportunity, and they start dreaming about next year already.
Henley is often a springboard to future success, with the junior crews mixing it with the very best. Schoolboy and schoolgirl rowing this week has been some of the finest, and Sunday didn't disappoint. Here are the highlights from the 4 junior finals. Shiplake were the giant slayers of this regatta, having beaten Radley and Eton en route to the final, but they faced a St Paul's side seeking redemption after a Sunday loss in last year's Princess Elizabeth.
They had a rematch of their final from last year in yesterday's semi-final. They had to go head-to-head with Teddy's once again, and this time around the result went in St Paul's favour. But as I say, it seems like the rumours are true about how quick this St Paul's crew really is, because this is just, a really dominating performance.
It is, and you also need the conditions here at Henley. You need the conditions to be in your favour. You don't need the stream, you don't want the wind. That enables the records to be broken. So it's a shame for this crew. However, as they come into the enclosures, they look like they've got this wrapped up.
I don't think it will be record times here in 2024 with the wind and the stream, but it will be an 8th win for St Paul's School in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup. This crew has matured in so many ways, and when the pressure has been on them, they've always responded. They've come back from a defeat in the final in 2023 to a victory by just under a length against Shiplake.
It was a transatlantic battle for the Prince Philip as Headington School faced off with Row America Rye.
This half-length lead is just not going anywhere, is it?
And Row America have had a really nice straight course down the left-hand side of the booms. It looks as though Headington are doing a little bit more steering, and it's not rocket science that down the course from the start to finish, A to B as fast as you can, a straight line is the quickest route to get there. So every little bit of steering will just delay that race time and make you a bit slower.
Row America Rye have travelled all this way across the Atlantic Ocean as the national champions from the US. But can they come back? A Headington School crew that's gone from bronze at the National Schools Regatta. They've stepped on to be the Henley Women's Regatta champions. Could they be the first ever repeat winners in the Prince Philip Challenge Trophy? And with only a handful of strokes to go, they're going to pass the progress board with 1 length lead. It's going to be that special performance that Ryan Domain oh so wanted coming here to the River Thames. And this trophy, it looks like, will be returning to Oxfordshire. It will be returning to the British crew for the first time in 3 years. And this is just outstanding from Headington School, Oxfordshire, winners once again in the Prince Philip Challenge Trophy.
We're to race it with no previous Henley winners because they all left last year. We have quite a young crew. We've got 3 16s, 2 17s. So it was a very fresh crew, but I think we like took inspiration from them, and we also we were angry. Like, we weren't happy with losing national schools. We weren't happy with it being all American last year. Like, we came in here and we wanted to bring it back to the British. So pretty happy that we did that.
2017, 18 and 2022 winners at Windsor Boys School reclaimed their place as 40 champions with a win against Marlow.
Windsor Boys School winning the Forley, beating Marlow by a couple of lengths. The celebrations belong to Windsor Boys once again.
And Wycliffe overcame Marlow by 4 lengths to win in the Jubilee.
What a day, what a week, what a year for this crew. Unbelievable scenes as they slap the water, hands in the air, screams of joy.
For many of those junior athletes, next stop for them will be university rowing here at Henley. And once again, Oxford Brookes dominant in that category with 4 crews in the 3 finals on Sunday. Let's see how they fared in the student events. Princeton A and Oxford Brookes A met in the Temple Challenge Cup, with both sides jostling for the positional advantage on the course.
Wow, they are super close. They're almost touching. I'm sure the umpire behind them is going to be telling them, get apart. We do not want to see a clash down this crew. The crews have slightly separated and Brookes seem to be moving away. That is a killer blow to Princeton.
And it's not as if Princeton have done anything wrong, is it? They're still looking really good. They're looking a great unit together. You can see that relaxation through their shoulders, the power through their legs. The timing is still really good, but they have just been rode straight through by Oxford Brookes.
Brookes are looking very strong. That is going to give them so much power, so much energy. Oxford Brookes, you are 200 metres away from winning the Temple Challenge Cup. Keep your heads, keep that power, move the hands. Squeeze away, and that is exactly what they're doing here, Catherine.
Yeah, they've timed that absolutely perfect. The move they made was just devastating, and Princeton had nothing to come back on them.
The crowd are on their feet. They cannot believe what they saw there at the start. Princeton dominated Oxford Brookes. Brookes held their heads, and they're going to cross this finish line to win the Temple Challenge Cup 2024.
The Island Challenge Cup was less contentious, with Brookes storming to a more than 2-length victory.
Well, in an event that has only existed for 3 years, Oxford Brookes are going to make this a 3rd win in the Island Challenge Trophy.
And Brookes made it a remarkable clean sweep of victories in the Prince Albert as their A crew outrode their B crew to the title.
Oxford Brookes are going to get to celebrate with the Prince Albert Challenge Cup as Oxford Brookes University A beat Oxford Brookes University B today in 2024.
As the week progresses, the boat tents become more and more empty, but one club with a strong presence still was Thames Rowing Club, because they had a finalist in every single club event. It was a dominant victory for them in the Walgrave, beating local rivals London Rowing Club by 4.5 lengths.
In the Walgrave, Thames Rowing Club defend their crown, and they've seen off the threat from London Rowing Club.
Royal Chester had made their first Henley Royal Regatta final in 100 years, but were kept waiting for a trophy as Thames pipped them by a length in the Britannia.
Another terrific performance from Thames Rowing Club, winning the Britannia by a length.
Holders Thames retained their namesake trophy by holding off to Hoop in a hard-fought Thames Challenge Cup.
Thames winning the cup. They've put their name on the cup that already bears their name from last year and since 1868.
But the race of the morning in the club competition was this barnstormer between Thames and Marlow, the latter seeking their first ever club category win at Henley Royal Regatta.
So on the turbo and off they go, and I'm watching on the buck station. They're hitting a pretty good line there, Thames Rowing Club, but Marlow darted out central. They've corrected really quickly and without any assistance from the umpire, but that may have just slowed them up a little bit in the early stages. And there in the Marlow boat, you can see in the stroke seat, James Dolman. Plenty of grimacing. It'll glance over from Alfred Heath into the boat, and look how close they're getting now, and the umpire will have to intervene surely. Yep, there goes the flag, and it's asking Thames to get back on their side, and that's going to take pace out of them.
Yeah, they're quite a way over as well, so that's definitely going to probably be impeding Marlow. But the problem is there's too many heads moving in the Marlow boat right now. You have 3 people look out, and that's the last thing you want. You just want one person. You can see the heads keep moving. They need to keep in their boat.
They're really close to clashing here, but Thames still have an advantage. It's slender as they move in front of stewards, and it's now Marlow being asked to get back onto their side of the water. So this has been a fabulous tussle, really entertaining. And Mark, you're just having a look at the pictures here.
They're moving across again, like they need to stay on their side. Marlow needs to start attacking now.
And there's still instructions from the umpire to get Thames back on their side of the water. Huge local crowd urging on Marlow. Have they got enough? They've been behind for most of the race, but it's only at the end where it counts. This could be a photo as Marlow edge into the lead for the first time. And here come the attack from Thames again. Can they respond? Both boats getting close. They've collided the blades. Over the line come Marlow, but only after Thames Rowing Club had a clash in the blades there. Marlow Rowing Club, their first ever men's club win at Henley, but there was a clash of blades, and the umpire will have a good look. They had to sort out some encroaching all the way down the track, and what happened there 100 metres from home was extremely dramatic, because there was all sorts of problems in the Thames boat. They'd led all the way, and now the focus is going to be very much on how the umpire saw it.
The white flag's been raised.
They have now got the news they've been waiting for the last couple of minutes. In the most dramatic of circumstances, Marlow Rowing Club winning the Whitefold Challenge Cup.
Oh yeah, I was pretty nervous thinking, I don't know, we didn't touch oars, so thought we had it, but it was a bit concerning.
It was a tight race the whole way.
Yeah, it was bloody close. It was good. Good fight from the Thames boys as well, so pretty stoked with it.
The stakes are at their highest here on finals day. One last chance for the crews to etch their names on these magnificent trophies. Let's now take in all of the action from the intermediate finals.
Well, we've seen some amazing races in this regatta, and thanks to the likes of Miles Devereux, Levin Graff, Oliver Costley and John Keating in the Leander boat, we have seen some real excitement. They've rowed through crews. They know how to win from any position in the race, and they're right on pole position to retain this Prince of Wales Cup for Leander.
Leander Club so dominant in the Prince of Wales Challenge Cup since 2010. They've won it 10 times. They even went on a streak of 6 in a row between 2010 and 2015. So this really is Leander's competition to lose in recent years. And here they are out in front at the moment against Skoll from the Netherlands.
There are so many Henley winners in this quad. It's that experience. They will know what it takes to win, even on the less favoured station, Fergus, from this point in the race.
Yeah, Ollie Costley, as we said, he's won 3 times already. But here we go, the Dutch moving in towards the middle of the race. That's going to cost them that big yank on the steering. It's not what they want to be doing at the moment. It's the last thing you want to be doing as you're coming into Stewards' enclosure. And Leander Club still keep their composure and continue to move away.
Composure, that's a great word. Leander have put the pressure on the Dutch, and you can see the pressure has told on the Dutch. They lost their steering, they lost their rhythm and their form, but Leander, they are keeping it right through to the end. Miles Devereux, Levin Graff, Oliver Costley and John Keating, you beauties. 11 wins in the Prince of Wales for Leander. You can see what it means to them. Skoll have to be settled with that second place in the regatta.
Princeton University had overcome strong Thames and then a combined Thames Tideway scullers boat to reach Sunday's Ladies' Plate final and would take the trophy win with a win over Cambridge University.
What an impressive boat speeds they've got there, and it is a victory for Princeton University in the Ladies' Challenge Plate.
Holders Oxford Brooks and Taurus were unable to keep their crown as they lost by a length to a Leander boat.
Oxford Brooks have attacked all the way down this course, but this year in the Visitors Challenge Cup. Leander Club A crew win the race. Delighted with that victory. Look at what it means to these young men.
Even in an Olympic year, Henley attracts the world's very best. Let's now take in the action from the elite men's open events, starting with Paris 2024 favourite Oliver Zeidler, who's looking for his 4th Diamond Challenge Sculls title.
So this is the Diamond Challenge Sculls. Really looking forward to this. This is a trophy that has been fought for all the time since 1844. And, you know, to take that kind of distance out of Pleel from Zeidler, this is a really strong performance. He will be taking huge confidence for that into Paris. Looking at Pleel here, very strong, very long sculler. I love, like you say, the way he just gets the oars in at the front of the stroke. But here comes Zeidler. He's pushing on a bit, isn't he? He's not letting the stroke rate up too much, but you can see a bit of extra power through the middle of the stroke.
No, he's definitely still delivering a lot of power, and just like you said, not doing a final sprint. And a great performance. He'll be very happy to that. I'm not sure he'll be in the Leander bar like he was a few years ago after today.
Lovely to see athletes celebrating, but this year he's got another goal ahead of him. But right now it's Oliver Zeidler for the 4th time at Henley Regatta, taking the title of Diamond's Challenge Trophy winner, and you can see what it means to the world and European champion. Thank you, Oliver. It's all in the head. He thanks his fans. He loves coming here to Henley Regatta, but the fans will also be applauding a dynamic scull from Jacob Pleel from the USA. Oliver Zeidler, Henley favourite, takes his 4th Diamonds title as the sun shines through the clouds on what could be the next Olympic sculling champion, but there are a few more strokes between him and that Olympic gold medal.
Well, especially at the beginning of the regatta here, it was a bit difficult to fit in on my training schedule. But we made it. I'm very happy that we came here. It was a good practice, I think. And yeah, now with these experiences, I go with a very happy and confident mindset towards Paris.
And after a delayed start due to equipment failure, there was drama in the regatta's premier event, the Grand Challenge Cup.
It's the Grand in the rain. Oxford, Brooks and Washington. Away they go, Adrian.
And they're off. Yeah, both crews attacking nice and hard.
As the crews cross through, we can get a read on exactly the distance between them right now. Lane 1 has the advantage. Brooks leading Washington.
In the last couple hundred meters, Brooks do seem to have slipped out to a small lead in Washington. But now as the course is going to move across, you see there the marker, a canvas or so, really almost level still at the barrier. Washington have done an exceptional job in the first 600 meters on this race. Amazing.
Absolutely, Adrian. I think this is going to be a race that could go all the way here.
You can see the Washington crew being brave enough to get close to this, maybe too close to the booms.
Very close to the booms. They've hit it. They've hit the booms.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a disaster for Washington, and they've lost an oar.
That's totally spoiled the race.
What on earth happened there? They just sort of lost the steering altogether.
Oh, catastrophe.
Oxford Brooks will take the win in the Grand Challenge Cup, partly through that incident. They won't have the sense of accomplishment that comes from winning fair and square, even though, you know, it's their advantage to take.
Yeah, but it's part of the race, isn't it? You're within a tight course, you have to take your chance, and Brooks rowing really well here to win.
Winning the trophy, whichever way you do, is a win, and another win for Oxford Brooks. Disappointment and I'm afraid devastation. That will be a very, very tough one for Washington.
Gare and Daffith overcame American challengers Cunningham and Fuller to claim the Double Sculls Challenge Cup.
Gare and Daffyd, winners of the Double Sculls Challenge Cup, beating Cunningham and Fuller. A really good race, though.
Leander came from behind to win the Queen Mother over a German crew from Braunschweig and Magdeburg.
The Braunschweig and Magdeburg Germany crew will not manage to overhaul Leander Club, who will notch yet another name in the Queen Mother Challenge Trophy for the Hippos.
Dutch pair Van Sprang and Krummenhoek cruised to victory over Schmeller and Hagemeister of Germany to take the Silver Goblets and Nichols Challenge Cup back to the Netherlands.
It was something the Germans couldn't match, and you can see the feelings. They rode together in the Tokyo Olympics. They've tried to mow the Paris Olympics, but they've raced and won the final of the goblets.
And it was a comeback win for Oxford Brookes as an early enclosure sprint earned them victory against Leander in the Stewards Challenge Cup.
Unbelievable scenes as Leander have been rode into a state of absolute emergency there.
Nearly 50% of the cruise racing on finals day were international entries, including 9 of the 12 in the women's open finals. One of them was this impressive Canadian side taking on local club Leander in the Town Challenge Cup.
It's the Town Challenge Cup for open women's fours, and we have Leander on the Berkshire station on your left-hand side of the picture against Rowing Canada on the right, and it is a fearsome battle here of athletes with international aspirations.
And this is where the experience, when you get into that middle part of the race, you know, the games, you know, will start to use their experience, and it's whether the Leander crew can just stay as vibrant and as excited and just racy as they have been, to just trying to keep them under pressure.
So we see that shot from behind where there is great power going down in that Canadian crew. We saw the bow Piper Battersby, and we saw the sharpness that's happening in both crews. Now they're going up, they're calling their lifts. They all do 10 strokes at a time, maybe 15. They will be looking to sharpen the catches. Both crews are going. They are putting in every bit of power they have left. This is an incredible race.
This is incredible. Along the enclosures, they're just running out of steam. Looks like the Canadians are just moving in front now. That experience is definitely paying dividends.
Just a little more power over the course, but they have been tested so much. They are all fighting, putting in the last 10 strokes now, finding what's left. Can they lift it again? But it has been an incredible, powerful display, a resilient display from Rowing Canada to win the final of the Town Challenge Cup against a really excellent Leander Club A crew.
And in the open women's eights, there was a cracker between Princeton and Arion and Oxford Brookes.
It's a long race at Henley. It's more than the 2,000 metres of international rowing, and it's into a headwind, but Brookes are still leading. And the Americans, they look beaten. Where is the sprint from Megan Lee and Hannah Heidfeld? Caitlin Canast in the 6th seat, the Stanford athlete. Matthew Pinson, who's he warning, Fergus?
He's warning Brookes. Brookes have got to be careful in these final stages. They're right out in the middle of the course. The Americans trying to do everything they can. That move that we saw in the middle of the course, it's been checked by Oxford Brookes, but Brookes holding on as we come up to the finish line.
This will be an incredible win for the British University from the best under-23s that America has got to offer. Brookes lead in the final few strokes. What a sensational row. Oxford Brookes take the title, the elite title of the Remenham Challenge Cup. Incredible by half a length from the Americans. What does it mean to them, Fergus?
That is history made right there. What a performance from Oxford Brookes University to come and win the Remenham Challenge Cup.
In the Hambledon pairs, Emma Cornelis and Josephine Cornu-Danu delivered France's first Henley Royal Regatta victory in over a decade.
We see a really brilliant victory for France in the Hambledon Pairs Challenge Cup.
Sarah Viberens and Lisa Gutfleischer's rowing partnership was ending after Henley, and they went out with a bang, winning the Stoner Challenge Trophy.
What a display. I mean, powerful rowers, all 4 of them, but the technique combined with that power has meant an impressive result and a win for Sarah Viberens and Lisa Gutfleisch in the Stoner Challenge Cup.
There were Canadians on both sides of the Princess Grace final, but it was the crew solely from Shawnigan Lake who won out over a mixed crew from Shawnigan Lake and Lausanne.
Shawnigan Lake, the Canadian school, and Lausanne and Shawnigan Lake will come in 2nd place, and you can see what it means there. to Katie Clark, the 24-year-old stroke woman. They won that on the less favoured station, and that was a sensational scull.
History was made in the Princess Royal Challenge Cup as Lu became the first Chinese rower to win the event.
So Rookie Lu, the 24-year-old international relations student from the Shanghai Jiaotong University, has had a very comfortable scull. I know you've been working really hard, Rookie, but it looks comfortable at least. But congratulations to you, a fantastic win.
So that is it from Henley Royal Regatta 2024. From record entry to 26 scintillating finals, this year the 185th edition of this iconic event has been one to remember. I leave you now with images from the prize giving where rowers old and new received their little red boxes and etched their name into Henley history. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.